So concerns are being raised about vaccine waste by a York Region teacher who was turned away from an appointment here in Scarborough. So she tells City News that her and her sister were denied the shot because of their address, even though the provincial booking portal directed them to this location.
So I said to them, I said, at the end of the day, you're going to have 2 vaccines that are going to be left over. What's going to happen with them? And she said, thrown out. Thrown out?
Sharon Liebenthal met all the vaccine criteria. She's over 50, she's a teacher, and she lives in a hotspot. When she logged on to the provincial booking site last week, there were no spots available in her region. She tells me the portal, based on her area code, then directed her to a bunch of other locations.
I chose the time that I wanted, the date that I wanted, and then I got a confirmation.
Sharon then called her sister, who was also able to book an appointment. With their sleeves rolled up and ready to go on Saturday, both were turned away.
Got there and they asked us if we lived in Scarborough, and we said no, and they said, sorry, we can't give you your vaccine. It's like, why? Because you don't live in Scarborough. There are people dying. The numbers are crazy. It should be, here is an arm, here is a needle. It's not my fault that the portal took me to a different one, even though I put in my postal code.
And when Sharon learned those 2 doses for her and her sister were likely going to be tossed at the end of the day, she was horrified.
Are you worried that there's a whole bunch of no-show appointments out there?
Absolutely. Just from them saying that it's going to be thrown out is very, very overwhelmingly upsetting.
Outside the same vaccine clinic at Centennial College today, we were stopped by a couple of people who were also denied their shot.
You went on the provincial portal, you booked your appointment, it took your area code, it said come here.
Correct.
Do you have your confirmation?
And I have my online confirmation, and then here we are. When I came in, they told me you're not eligible.
So they said you're not eligible?
Yes.
And it's based on your area code?
And based on the area code, yeah.
It's unclear why the provincial portal is allowing these bookings to happen in the first place. We reached out to Ontario Health to ask about this and how many doses are being wasted because of no-shows or contamination. Our questions are not being answered today due to, quote, a high volume of media requests. We got the same response from Toronto Public Health. Here's what we do know. Back at the beginning of March, it was being reported that during the first 3 months of the vaccine rollout, at least 1,500 doses had been thrown out.
You booked an appointment, so there was a dose waiting for you. Are you worried that that's just going to be tossed out at the end of the...
I think that the vaccine will be just wasted.
Now, I spoke to another woman who was also denied a vaccine today when she showed up for her appointment. She tells me that she took the day off work to get here and was very emotional when she was turned away. Details about eligibility, where to get vaccinated, and how to register are constantly changing. City News has put together a guide that will help you break down the information as easily as possible and to get your shot as soon as you can. So head to our website, citynews.ca, for more details.